Morning, Joe D'Amico, Fort Discovery. Couple things. One, I sat through, as you guys know, I sat through the budget thing with you guys. And one thing that I noticed is that you guys in the county are always looking for, obviously it's good to look for ways to cut, but you focus on, cutting people, cutting staff, instead of not only always managing that professionally and knowing where you are, but what are you going to do to increase revenues? And it gets back to what Bernie talked about. We got to look at ways to increase revenues for the county. And I'll tell you what, you got a PR problem. You need to get somebody in here that can help you with PR. And there's people that you can spend some money with out of Seattle that can come in and help with that. Because if people are worried about coming here to do business, and I'll tell you why they're worried, is because all they have to do is pick up the paper, or if they've been around here for the last 5 years, hear about how the county has been trying to put security services out of business. And you guys have been successful. I mean, there's no problem with you. You've got a good Harvard lawyer in Seattle. He's doing you guys well. He's running us through the hoops, and we're having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I'll tell you what, you lose. When you win, you lose. Because the headlines read, security services struggling or loses. And people read that stuff. And I've said this to you guys before, and you could probably say I've been here 20 times. We need to settle this. But we don't. And the lawyers continue, and it becomes a PR issue for the county. And it becomes a cost. You spent at least $500,000 of your own money in the general fund. And here I hear that you're asking the sheriff to cut $170,000 out of his budget. And this is a sheriff that's already the undersheriff, the sheriff. He was the PENCOM director. And last week he told me he was on the road for 4 days supervising as a first-line supervisor. He can't do that. Somebody's going to get killed. Tony's going to get burned out. Something's going to happen, and it's going to cost you even more, especially if somebody gets hurt. And if our staffing levels are down at the sheriff's department, it won't be long until somebody needs backup, and somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's wife is going to go look at another county, see what the ratios are for the population, and sue the county, and guess what? It's going to cost you more money. So we need to look at those things. The other thing is I wanted to end on, and I'm running out of time, is that this is Aaron Lundgren's last day here. And so let's give a hand for Aaron.